Hello and welcome to this introduction to the beginner's Autocad course using the architectural example. So the way this course will work is throughout the course we'll be working in two phases. We'll be learning core skills, which is your commands, your modifying tools, and just in general how to use them. We'll then be doing a project which will progress as we learn new skills. So we'll be switching between a blank drawing, learning the core skills of creation and modification, and then in the project chapters we'll be completing this building layout step by step. As we learn new skills, we'll then be putting it onto a title block, adding text and dimensions and getting it ready so we could print it out and present it to someone as you would in the real world. But we're not just going to learn all the core skills in one go. That tends to become not just a bit boring, but you can easily forget skills you've learned when you've just bombarded with skill after skill. So the way I like to teach is to first teach the core elements that you need to get going, and so you don't get too overloaded and forget what you taught. We'll then switch to doing some of our project and beginning the project and actually putting that into practice. Once we've got the basic elements of the project, we'll move back to learning some more advanced core skills and then switch back to the project and put those into practice. And by doing it this way, learning the core element and then putting it into practice and switching between the two throughout the course, you don't get too overloaded with the knowledge before you've put it into practice and learnt to use it. A lot of courses will teach you every command and just go through them all, and you just don't understand why you're learning it and why you would do that way. By switching to your project and then putting that skill into use, you will learn not just how to do it, but why you do it and why you would do something a particular way. And it helps to set that skill in your mind and really learn to use the software properly. So by the end of the course, you will be able to produce a standard layout of a floor plan using correct CAD techniques, using blocks, layers, and all the type of CAD management. And you will know enough to be able to work as a CAD technician in kind of a junior, newly trained role with all the skills you need going forward. We won't just teach you in this course how to use the software, but how to use it in industry. I myself have over 20 years in this industry. In a variety of disciplines, I've worked on all sorts of projects, so I can bring real world knowledge to this course and teach you how it is actually used out there in the real world. There's a big difference between someone who's taught themselves AutoCAD and someone who used it in industry and knows how to use it properly. And that is down to the CAD management tools and the way your drawings are presented. So after you've done this course, your drawings will look professional. So as you work through this course, you can just work on a blank drawing just while you follow along and do the core skills modules as we're learning those techniques. And then you can have another file open, which is your project. And when we get to the end of the project chapters, you can save that, go back to a blank drawing to learn the further techniques, and come back to your project and continue working on it. And by the end, you will have a finished model and drawing done to a professional standard. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is begin just learning the basics, learn about the software and how to use it and get started.